This episode of Inna the Kitchen is brought to you by Walker's Wood Caribbean Foods.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode on Which Part You There? Inna the Kitchen. Don't get it twisted. And you don't know already. Every week, I'm going to have something wonderful and something nice, something different, something that you're really not used to seeing make, but I'm going to put it together. I'm going to be doing a blackened trout, and I'm going to serve it with some pico de gallo. What you know about that? And some sauteed veg. Don't get it twisted. Follow me. Let's go cook Inna the Kitchen. Inna the kitchen. All right, guys, so like I said, I'm gonna be doing a black trout, and you can go with any fish that you want to use. You can go with a red snapper fillet, you can go with whiting fillet, any fillet fish that you like, but I'm gonna use a trout. This is a very, very easy fish to cook. So if you come home and you're making something and you want to make it fast and you want to make it easy because you got a lot to do, you got to deal with the kids and so forth, this is a nice fish that you can use. So a little bit of salt, not too much, because you got to watch your salt intake. Nice. I'm going to go with a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. Once again, looking real good. I'm going to go with a little bit of blackened season. All right. And this fish, you can leave this fish to marinate probably inside your refrigerator. Put it in your refrigerator and let it marinate for probably about, I'll say about 20 minutes should be good, because this fish absorbs flavor real easy. All right, guys, looking real good. Looking real good. My clarifoil oil, where I have inside of it some garlic, some herbs, and just like that, you put a plastic over him and you put him inside your refrigerator. You want to have the oil a little bit hot, real hot, so when you put the fish in, the fish is not gonna stick. It's not gonna stick. So you lift your fish up, put the fish in, and when you put the fish in, you can always, as you know already, I always say, shake the pot a little bit. You shake it a little bit, and this prevents the fish from actually sticking. You want to turn it over, and turn it over before it actually fully cooks. This way it don't break. See? Beautiful. Looking real good. So I'm gonna let that cook for probably another minute, and that is basically done. I'm just gonna switch pot around, and I'm gonna start on my veg right here that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna go with some butternut squash, which I already pre-diced and cooked and roast off. And I'm gonna serve this with some sauteed spinach that I'm gonna put in the butternut squash. I'm gonna saute this together. My fish is almost done. Looking real good. I'm gonna go with a little bit of scallion, a little bit of salt and pepper. Nice. I have already some little bit of chicken stock that I have already made. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit over it. Sometimes you want something different. Like I said, it's not all the time you want the rice and peas, and it's not all the time you want the yam dumpling and banana. Sometimes you have to think out of the box. You think out of the box, and you gotta cook something different sometime, and that's what I'm all about. Look at that, guys. Nice. You can see the season and the flavor just sits right on top of the fish. Beautiful. Looking real good. And like I said, with this, I'm just gonna serve this with some nice salsa that I have already pre-made. I have some nice salsa pre-made, and that's what I'm gonna put right on the top of it. And it's just gonna blend right in perfectly. See? Beautiful. That's what I'm shooting for. Looking real good. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of the oil, from actually the pot that is left over. I'm gonna take a little bit of the oil And that's what I'm gonna use to actually help make my flavor. Look at that, just have it drizzle right over. And that's what cooking is all about. Cooking is all about being creative. And that's what I try to tell people all the time. It's not as difficult as people make it seem. You just have to always think out of the box. All right, guys, you see how pretty that looks? And we did it together. Real simple. I think I did this in probably about 4 minutes, 5 minutes tops. Easily put together. So you can have dinner ready. If you have the right ingredients, everything is quick, everything is ready. You have a wonderful dish looking just like this and presented just like this. Simple black trout with some acorn squash and some spinach. You're gonna enjoy this. This go well with a glass of wine. And you know already, or grab yourself a red stripe beer or a lemonade. And I'll catch you next week, which part? In the kitchen. Don't get it twisted.